happy with it. I just wish she would have been a part of it, but she chose not to. So, for what reason, I have no fucking idea. But other than that, yeah, it's just kind of a bitter end to what could have been a great friendship. That's it. So all this other shit she's got with these other guys, I have no idea what the fuck's up. I don't really care. It's none of my business. But it's all out there on that TikTok live shit. Like you guys, a lot of you guys are on that toxic TikTok YouTube shit, and I don't know what kind of fucking drama or shit y'all got into.
Yep, I made it on there.
Yeah, I know. And I'll probably be on it too over this stupid shit. But it's really between me and her. So
Yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to give you a platform because I felt like if they shouldn't have silenced you like that. I found that like very odd and strange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just like silenced you.
I know they're back up. I know they want to protect their friends and stuff, but it wasn't anything about Native Mama or anyone else. It was just through legal. That's it.
But that's what they're good at. They're good at silencing people.
Yeah, they'll silence you so they can spin their own narrative, their own story, make up shit, make me the bad guy, and make them the victim. And I'm being honest with you guys. I won't lie.
Yeah, they really love to play the victim role, big time.
Yeah, I don't have a reason to lie. I basically do a lot of TikToks. I just do a lot of weird shit, fun stuff that I like to spin on videos. But they're not really about anybody that I know. They're just news shit that I spin, put music in, or I do my artwork, and I'm very proud of it. And I show that off because it's important. I've done native art. I've done the children art. I've done mental illness art, and a lot of other stuff that's important, and that's basically what I like to do. I try to help, and to be taken advantage of and spun off as some fucking whack job or some kook is wrong. I'm not like that at all. I'm a war veteran, 2 wars. I work for the TSA. I've done a lot of shit for this country and to help people throughout my life. And to be thrown under the bus and treated like dog shit over some crap is wrong. And so I'm going to stand here and defend myself. Absolutely. And I do that. That's why I got involved with her. I try to help her out. So to be treated like this was wrong. So, and she wants to spin it as some bullshit, then it's for everybody else to believe what they want to believe. I can't change that. But I'm letting y'all know who I am, and that's who I am.
So, hey, Hollywood, you sent her a message. Did she send one back to you, or she just ignoring it, or she blocked you?
Well, she's been ignoring me for the last, I guess, about a month. And then, of course, today she sent me a message about damn Snapchat. So I sent her the information. She still didn't return the call. And I said, well, you can basically email me or contact, have a conversation through TikTok and through message and direct message. But no, it's still more stupid shit. I don't know. She has my number. She has my email. She has my accountant's email. And, she can go with it, contact it. And just make it right. That's it. And she can or do the fucking job. Either one. So, but bullshit I can always wash it under the bridge. It doesn't matter. I've worked with many people, and you don't have to be friends, but you still have to work together. So I've been in the military, and none of those motherfuckers are ever my friends, but I gotta tell them what to fucking do. I was E9. You don't make friends. You just basically tell, you're the asshole. You're basically the boss. I've always been the boss. And I'm not trying to be her boss or anything, but if you're hired to do a job, you do the damn job. And I shouldn't have to be calling you. You should be returning calls and inform me what's going on. And that.
Oh yeah, it's not like a business,
It's a business.
Yeah, you're trying to make it like a business transaction, but it's just kind of like kind of like a non-profit, I guess. It's kind of just on her own. Whenever she gets to it, I guess it's kind of like that.
Well, the thing was, she said she's at court about to go do it 4 times in a row on a Monday, and she said, I'll call you back after court. Never called me back. So That's like, what the fuck, you know? You don't contact me the whole entire fucking week. Don't let me know nothing. Then that's a scam. That's a lie. So, you know, it's going to go on for so long, and that's enough.
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of. I
done.
think that's what it sounds like. That's just how it goes, I guess. When you work with people over
You
the
don't know.
internet, you're kind of playing the unless you're really doing unless they're getting paid,
Yeah.
like really getting paid like
It's
hourly
my
or something.
fault. It's my
Yeah,
fault for trusting someone. That's bottom line. It's my
hopefully.
fault. It is.
Yeah, I mean, but she has a good cause. I always hear her talking about. She always talks about the 100,000 children missing or something like that's what like sounds real
Well,
important.
it is important, but she don't even have the damn. She don't do the research. She doesn't know the numbers. I've contacted I talked to border agents. I talked to Homeland Defense. I talk to fucking politicians. I go out and do the research. I actually talk to people and get stuff going. In my community here in Berkeley, there's I got a group of people who are going to work with me, and I got a film director, a filmmaker who's going to fucking look at this next week and get this thing up to another level. I've done the work. All she was supposed to do with
I
that
think I
is
heard
start a
there was
fucking
like
petition.
over 300,000 kids missing.
No, the
300,000.
numbers are no. They were unaccounted for, but the actual numbers is closer to 84,000 missing. But in the 10 years, well, since 2019, there's 434,000 missing children, and that is directly off the Homeland Security website. Uh, of course, there is missing children that didn't never go to jail and that they went through, and those children are not unaccounted for. And that's a whole other fucking mess. It's a mess. It's awful what's
Oh, you
going
know
on
what?
with the
I
children.
actually did work. I had a job. I worked for Arizona for the Department of Child Safety. I actually did work there,
Yeah,
and it was a mess. They had five
it's a
lawsuits
fucking
against
mess.
them. Yeah, it was five lawsuits, and I actually had to make them compliant. See, I had to actually found out it's the database. Their database is ruined, and
That's exactly what the complaint and the file says, that the agencies don't communicate within each other. And that's supposed to be done this year in December 31st of this year, the last day of the fucking year. And what good is that going to do when you got a new administration coming into office? And those records are going to be filed. There's going to be who knows how many hundreds of thousands of new children put in cages if they don't leave to Mexico on their own, which I do believe they're going to leave. They're not going to get locked up. They're just going to fucking bail out. But the children, that's another story. If they're on their own, I don't. It's a really sad story. And the more I look into it, the more I find out, the more worse I get in my depression, my anxiety, and the search for these children. And I carry a lot of weight. So I go to talk to therapists, I talk to other people so I can not be alone on this, because it's fucked up. I find a lot of dead end roads for these children, and I'm not trying to blame any damn buddy or any government or Trump or any of that, Biden or any of that. All my job is to bring more awareness and to hopefully some of these kids come out, or people start talking. Find these kids, let them come out and be able to talk to their parents, so they don't have to hide, or if there's something going on that needs to be done, come out and just show them that there's love, there's people who care about you, they want to know where you're at, and your parents want to know where you're at, and go home. You don't need to be hiding no more. You're a child. So, I don't want to get the message mixed up. I do want to find these children. I want something to be done to find this. I'm not going to go out there and find them. I don't have the resources, but the government does, or private groups, or groups of people can organize and get something going to find out where are they? Where's the fucking children? That's the bottom line, is where are they? And
yeah,
so,
right, exactly.
you
I know we
know,
gotta. I was shocked that it was 100, or now it's 84,000, like you
it's
said.
84, and even the 84, they don't go to court. And and the numbers seems are one agency would say this, one agency would say that. I looked at Public Integrity, and they say there's 700,000 children that are unaccounted for in 10 years. So and it doesn't matter if it's one child or 100,000 children. If it was an American child, they're going to look over high and low for that damn kid. So just because they're migrant children doesn't mean they're less loved. And so, any child, I don't care if it's Mexican, black, Chinese, whatever, white, alien, a child, and it needs to be, they need to be found and taken out.
There needs to be accountability. Everyone needs to be counted. Yeah, we need to find these parents, and then we need to talk to them.
Not we, the people running the agency need the funding or whatever, and get their shit right so this doesn't happen, and follow up. Just because they report in doesn't mean they're not in harm anymore.
I think we need a separate agency from the government. I think we need a separate one, just so they're not to show that they're separate entity, so they can still account for them. We need accountability.
Those kids need to be monitored. If they're here illegally, I don't hate saying that fucking word. I hate saying that fucking word. Unaccounted for these children are alone. Okay, that's basically what they are. They're alone.
Hey, brother, are you trying to run an agency? Is that what you're saying?
No, absolutely.
Okay, I just thought that's what. Okay.
I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the funding. Yeah. I don't know that type of shit. But by me talking about it and doing the artwork, people want to what is
it? Awareness. Mm-hmm.
Awareness.
That's right.
Yeah, because they could be in more harm than they were ever before.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows where they're at.
If there were ever to be another agency separate, like that idea C said, and I would volunteer to interpret, because a lot of these children, they only speak Spanish.
Some of them don't speak that. They speak indigenous language.
That's true too, though. That's true too. And I would volunteer. I'm saying if that came to it, because I think we need to get involved and take our own count of these children.
Let me tell you where I think the ones who really should step up are the churches, community churches. If they're going to preach what they preach, then they need to step up and work with the government and work with the community and work with the farm workers and different groups and go out and do their job. They want to save.
Nah, that didn't work before though, bro. They shouldn't get involved. That didn't work before. When they got involved, they did the boarding schools.
Yeah,
they need to stay out of it. They can't. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want them to get involved.
Anymore. That's the past, brother. That's the past. There's no boarding schools anymore. They're not going to be locking kids up.
Still, bro.
They go underground.
No, there's still boarding schools. There still is.
I don't know. Look. That's the problem. Everybody has an idea and everybody has an opinion. I don't care about it. I just want to find more awareness and find safety. That's it. If anybody else can have their own ideas of what they want to do, that's not mine. I don't want to lock people up. I don't want to turn people in. I just want to find children. I just want to bring more awareness. That's it. So the more I keep with this drum beat going the same way I'm going, I will start to get answers. Because this isn't the only side I go on. And this ain't the only voice I have. I have other voices speaking for this as well. So I think Sylvester Stallone is coming out with a movie. Same thing, what I'm doing right here. And his is almost about to be out. And he beat me to the punch, but so what? I'm going to go. And once I think that comes out, I think there's going to be more attention and to what's going on. Because I can't really tell you the people who are responsible for this in the first place are really bad people, and you don't even want to see them at all. I'm not even going to fucking go that route. I don't care. Basically, it's just there are people who know what happened to these children, and they need to come out. And someone knows, and that's it. And they're afraid. That's the reason why I won't see who I think is responsible, is because they're afraid too. So, and we're about to find out. It's just a fucking mess, man. And I went to the war and I seen children get unalived there in the war. And I think that had a lot to do with the reason why I care so much now.
Is it similar to Gaza? Like,
what?
is it similar to Gaza? Like, there's a lot of unalive.
Well, yeah, but I was in Iraq, so I saw it firsthand. I wasn't in Gaza. I was in Iraq, so, in Baghdad. So I saw kids all the time by themselves, and shit happens to them. So, but this is more close to home. This could be in your own neighborhood, and there could be a kid there in the basement, being harmed. That's how close this stuff could be. It could actually be. It could be in anyone's neighborhood. You don't know who your neighbors are. You don't know people 2 doors down from you what they're doing in their own home. They could be the nicest people in the world, and they got fucking kids in there doing awful God knows what. So
True, very, very true.
it's absolutely true. You start looking deeper, and you'll find those stories, and they're not talked about because they're scary. They don't want to spook the public. So a lot of stories don't go showing on the news because they're horrific.